Intuition of a Pro series is intended to discover the origin of where intuition meets preparation and to show how players can achieve repeatable results in an otherwise chaotic game. When does a good idea become a good strategy? If something worked once, how will you know it will work again in the next game? In this video, we will study Maru's series versus Rogue in the GSL Season 2 Code S round of 8 and distinguish what an intuition, otherwise known as an on-the-fly decision, looks like and compare that to a prepared play. An intuition is an unprepared move made in response to a unique game situation. The success of an intuition is determined chiefly by a player's natural ability and skill, and also on the preparation of their opponent. Natural ability and skill are also important in preparation, but the cornerstone that sets the two apart is past experience. Let's take a closer look at preparation in Game 1 on Catalyst between Maru and Rogue. Maru opens with his hallmark 2-1-1 medevac marine stim timing push around the 5-minute mark. He utilizes the destructible rocks as a choke point to anchor his initial marine poke. He scans once to push the creep away while briefly dancing with the Zerg army, inflicting damage wherever he can within the range of safety of the destructible rocks while being careful to take minimal losses. Maru further uses the destructible rocks choke point to set up a follow-up siege tank push to apply further pressure on the Zerg player. Note that the micro of the Marines is not categorized as an intuitive play because the entire battle sequence has been premeditated. Maru picked the location where he would fight most effectively, and made sure to fight within the range of safety the tanks provided. Rogue would trade very poorly if he tried to attack the entrenched tank position. On the other side, Rogue is unable to utilize his intuition to overcome Maru's preparation and shortly taps out after the push. Preparation is key because it will almost always be stronger in a game than relying on your intuition alone. A prepared response by Rogue looks much different. He could have prioritized creep spread to push past the destructible rocks prior to Maru's 5-minute biotiming, and a flank by his army to take the siege tanks out would have yielded a more favorable outcome of the engagement. In this game, we see Maru pick yet another savvy location to apply pressure to Rogue. Occupying this area forces Rogue to expand to the other 4th base location in the bottom left-hand area of the map. This location also threatens Rogue's main base, and we see him build a couple spore crawlers in response to mitigate this possible abuse. This play on Rogue's part is a prepared response because he knows from past experience that on maps with an exposed base, the Terran player will inflict too much damage if spore crawlers aren't built to deter medevac drops. A single scan eliminates the creep highway, and when Maru needs to retreat, he knows of the perfect spot to fall back towards when Zerglings are in pursuit. Retreating to this ideal spot is no doubt a prepared response from previous experiences on this map. Maru continues to apply pressure to Rogue's main base by attempting a pre-planned elevator push into Rogue's main, although the following plays are left to Maru's intuition as he attempts to adapt to the spore crawlers, heavily deterring aggression in the main base. Although the spore crawlers can be picked off by the siege tanks, it takes too much time. Maru promptly starts unloading his medevacs before clearing the spore crawlers and takes critical damage on them, losing one immediately. Rogue capitalizes on this momentum by pouncing on Maru's army. The banelings aren't immediately targeted down on the low ground, partly due to the lack of adequate vision and being preoccupied managing his units on the high ground. The banelings force the Marines further away from the battle and provide additional complications to the engagement for Maru because he is now forced to micro on 2 different screens. Although Maru is one of the best Terran players in the world, even he has limitations in skill and ability, and we see his intuition stretched past his limits, creating both errors in his play and opportunities for Rogue to exploit. I hope now that you have a better understanding of how games are won and lost. These are but a few examples highlighting the differences between preparation and intuition, which vary significantly within the scene from player to player. If there is a specific player you would like me to make a video of, leave a comment and I will do my best to put it in the future video. Till then, thanks for watching.